WTF, what's that film? This is where we attempt to provide some relief for those of you who really do want to remember a film but can't quite remember all the details. You know, the sort of thing. It's a Polish or Slovakian or Dutch animation that you saw on Channel 4, 1983, definitely, possibly 94 or 86. Featured a tortoise delivering passages from Machiavelli's treatise The Prince. Or maybe it was Ernest Hemingway's A Movable Feast, not quite sure. And there's a sequence where flower fairies dance to the music of possibly either early Public Enemy or Eric B. and Rakim. It was voiced by someone who sounded like a Scandinavian Fred Dibner, but I might be wrong about that. And it's that
kind of thing.
Yeah. As much detail as you can to mayo@bbc.co.uk. The Hive Mind will try and help you out. It's not up to Mark. It's not about embarrassing Mark. No. These is for everyone else to chip in. We can also solve it live. You can text 85058, WhatsApp 08085 999 693.
State.
Pardon? Oh, state, yes. And as we proved last week, everybody knows exactly how to do that and how to send notes and everything.
Yes. Only us.
We also upload videos of these to our YouTube channel, so you can head over there, but not just now, if you think you can help. Last week, Ian Meek wrote in, movie set in South America, black comedy, watched about 15 years ago, poor family living in the favelas of Brazil. The father of the poor family wins an expensive sports car. He can't sell the car, but also can't afford to run the thing. The car causes him nothing but trouble. The locals are very jealous. So we have two possible answers.
Okie doke.
Robin York.
Two different possible answers.
Yes.
All right, fun.
Long-term listener, not quite since Radio 1, but since I had to tune to 909 and 693 a few years ago, I managed to convert my Mexican wife, Sam, to the church. On hearing this week's WTF, she immediately texted me to say she's pretty sure that the film Ian from Shrewsbury remembers is the 1994 Mexican film Ya la Hechimos. The synopsis on the film's IMDb page is in Spanish, which would have made it tough to get onto Google, but it translates as follows. Virginia and Nacho are a married couple living hand to mouth till one day fortune smiles on them as they win the latest model of a car. Mexico, while not South America, is certainly part of Latin America, and Mexico City has its fair share of favela-like neighborhoods. So the movie seems to fit Ian's description very well. The only slight difference is that the vehicle seems not to be a sports car as such, but a brand new model that would usually be out of the family's financial reach.
Okay, well, that sounds like a very strong possibility.
And Rob signs off, Tinkety Tonk y arriba la feministas de pelo azul.
Which means up with the blue-haired feminists.
You would imagine that's exactly right.
Yeah, good.
Thank you, Rob. So you'd think that would absolutely be the answer to Ian's cinematic.
It sounds like it, but...
Maybe it is, but here's Daniel Guerra. Greetings from Sweden, says Daniel. This week's WTF is the Brazilian short film BMW Vermelho from 2000. The English title is The Red Car.
Okay.
This short is a tragic comic movie about a poor unemployed worker and his family living in a Brazilian shantytown. He wins a brand new red BMW sports car and sees his life transformed in many ways, but not always for the best.
Okay, well, there we go. But it's a short film. Did the initial emailer say short film?
No, that was Ask for the Ants. I'm afraid they forgot to mention that. Okay. So,
well, I'm delighted as well because I haven't seen either of those. So it's not just that my brain is failing.
Daniel then adds, as a kind of a quid pro quo,
yes,
his own WTF.
Okay, go ahead.
Right. A film sometime in the late 70s or early 80s. I don't remember much, he adds encouragingly. Not the language or how long it was. It's set in Europe, in a neighbourhood with apartment buildings with parks. It could be Germany or Sweden or Russia. I mean, okay. And it's definitely a film.
Right. Is there any more or is that it?
Oh, that's it. What I remember, it's about an older man living alone with a dog, maybe a collie or a German shepherd. The old man seems to not want to have any contact with people. He sends his dog with money and a list to the shops, and the dog brings groceries back. After a time, and I don't know why, the shop stops serving the dog, and the dog goes back empty-handed. I don't remember how it ends, but it's a riveting setup.
And it's Sweden or France, no, Sweden or Germany or maybe Russia.
Yes, that's right. 70s or early 80s.
Okay.
Says Daniel Guerra. Okay. No, anyway, well, if that rings any
Someone out there is shouting at the radio.
Old man and a dog, and the dog does all the shopping.
Okay.
That's basically the setup.
That's probably the original title. Is the literal translation is Old Man and a Dog, and the dog does all the shopping.
Y arriba las feministas de pelo azul. Mail at bbc.co.uk if you can help